Oh yeah, it's that special time of year again. Treats baking, presents under the tree, 40-degree days while we huddle in our houses away from the heat like the fucking Fremen, and secretly listening to that song that was a staple of my childhood memories which we don't talk about anymore because of reasons best not mentioned. It's Christmas, and I've got a special treat for you, a real banger, something I know you'll all love. Okay, I lied, it's just Metal Gear Solid. And this isn't going to be a long video, but the final part of Metal Gear 2 is going to take me a while, and YouTube's algorithm demands regular upload. I sat through this, and now you're gonna have to as well, so Merry Christmas, cunt. For reference, Metal Gear Solid was originally released in 2006 as a Flash game, which, like, if you're too young to know what Flash is, then you probably shouldn't be watching my videos. This was 2 years after the release of Snake Eater. And those references will become apparent, but this is also long ago now that I feel like someone's gonna call me a boomer just for bringing it up. 'Twas the night before Christmas on Hideo Drive, and don't you forget to like and subscribe. Santa, that's you, is lurking outside a house full of kids, no authorities in sight. And that's when you're called by Tiny Tim. Not so tiny anymore, and looks like the rickets got the better of him. He briefs you on your mission and gives you some background info, telling you that this delivery is happening on foot instead of the sleigh due to early 21st century geopolitical affairs.
Military surveillance crafts have been circling the skies in a response to the 9/11 attacks 6 years ago. That's why it's far too risky to let you deliver the presents the traditional way. The traditional way? We can't risk having you spotted soaring through the sky on a sleigh. With the nation on high alert as it is, there's far too great of a chance you'll be branded a national threat.
I mean, I don't know how that hasn't happened already. You know this creepy old fuck just hangs out at my local, asking kids to sit in his lap all the time? Tim gives you both code names, his being Major Tim and yours being Solid Santa. You get it? Your mission is to deliver the presents to the Christmas tree on the top floor of the house you're creepily stalking. Suspiciously surveying? Jollily staking out? So, head into the house and 5 steps in. It's not a Metal Gear parody without unnecessarily frequent and long codec calls. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch all of them. I mean, I assume some of you are going to go play this after you've watched this, and there's got to be something left for you to experience. And this one is really just Major Tim telling you about how to hug walls so you can avoid being seen and look around. You're avoiding the detection of children, you see.
Naughty, naughty children.
You know children. They're objectively worse versions of people because they haven't been taught better yet and thus have to rely on their garbage human instincts. So let's just have a quick look and... Sweet, festive fuck. I'm sure that those were meant to be rosy cheeks, but the pixels are too close to the eyes for me to see it as anything other than bloody tears, and I don't want to know what visions dance in the heads of these little freaks when you get spotted by one. Nick, are you sure I need to be careful around the... Seriously, there's no one around except these horrific little monsters, hanging about the place doing their cultish little rituals, like this one. We need something. Santa's only packing gifts right now, and if we check this out, it's a box.
Oh, that's no ordinary gift box. What do you mean? That gift box has air holes. Air holes? Wait, aren't children attracted to gift boxes? Well, that particular gift box is full of bombs.
So a house of deranged children, no adults, suspecting packages full of bombs. Yeah, this is definitely the post-9/11 America I've heard about.
What do you mean an official warning? People know by now what they're in for when they're coming here. I don't see why I have to tone anything down.
The game isn't long. At this point, we're about a third of the way through, but this is a parody game after all, which wouldn't be complete without a #1 fan reference, going by the name Santa's Little Helper.
Let's just say I'm your #1 fan. Call me Santa's Little Helper.
Played by someone who sounds exactly like Santa, who himself already sounds exactly like Solid Snake. They warn you about the security lasers in place in this room, because yeah, we're up to about the 5th story by now. This clearly isn't a house, but a containment facility for these little bastards. So that makes sense. You gotta sneak your way through to the left over here and pick up the candy cane, which Major Tim informs you will help you to see the beams because it's a C's branded candy. So it'll help you see.
What?
There's also some guff about needing to believe in things because it's Christmas, but that's hokey, and it's really just a reinforcement of the great lie that is Santa Claus, the first introduction that most children will end up swallowing on the step to accepting an all-seeing authority that determines whether your actions are quote-unquote good, which is what keeps modern society in line and prevents it from devouring itself totally under the reign of complete anarchy. And then equipping it has Santa puffing on it, you know, like the cigarettes from the Metal Gear games, but it's a candy cane, not a cigarette, so it makes your breath all steamy to show you where the beams are instead of enveloping them in smoke, because Santa doesn't smoke cigarettes, just festive poles. Moving on, there's a few things you'll pick up. The box and the candy cane, which I've already shown you, but then there's a digital camera that you can set up and remotely trigger to temporarily blind anyone nearby, and a nail gun? Fuck yeah, now we're talking. Screw containment, let's start neutralizing some of these little— a Nerf gun. Yeah, alright, I guess. It's effectively a trank gun, though it doesn't last very long, which only reinforces for me that these things are less child than they are savage monster. Also, whenever you do get caught, this is what they sound like.
Santa Claus!
Shit, hang on, that's the wrong page.
Bobby, why are there any presents under the tree? Santa Claus? Santa Claus!
Okay, that's pretty funny. There's also a power that Santa has to remotely turn on TVs, which serves as a distraction for the children, but it's dumb, doesn't last long at all, and the game can easily be beaten without it. Hey, this is just like a Metal Gear game. And finally, at the top of this house, you set the presents down and begin to make your escape. Wait, what? What?
I wasn't talking about the weather, old man.
You.
That's right, Santa. It's me, Solid Snake.
Yeah, it's Solid Snake himself, or Santa's little helper, and he's here to— well, you know what? I'll let him tell it.
After taking down Big Boss in Outer Heaven, I was sent on a mission to assassinate his twin brother, Big Beard. You were part of the Los Bigotes Perfectos project. It was a top-secret project started by Andrew Johnson back in the 19th century. President Johnson was quite displeased with his lack of facial hair, especially after the abundant beard of his predecessor, Abraham Lincoln. The research resulted in the birth of twin clones, Los Bigotes Perfectos. One of the twins received the genes for the perfect beard, and this twin became known as Big Beard. But for Big Beard to be created, there needed to be another twin to whom all the recessive genes were to go. This twin became known as Jack, because, well, he didn't have Jack. Jack eventually became a legendary mercenary, earning the title Big Boss.
So basically, Snake is here to kill you because of the risk Santa poses to the world by virtue of the fact that he's a twin of Big Boss, thus prone to nuclear armed madness. You know, this makes perfect sense to me because again, dude has the ability to travel the entire world door to door in a single 24-hour period and has a weird affinity for children. Snake, just do it.
Any last words? Happy Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.
And that's it, just about. And you know, I've certainly played worse. And yeah, look at that endgame card. So smooth, so stealthy, so clearly practiced because that definitely wasn't my first run. Roll the clip. Of course, we wouldn't be done without a post-credit scene, one where Snake remarks on the beauty of Santa's beard and also realizes that he killed the wrong man.
I'm having an eye patch. I've made a grave mistake.
Oh. Merry Christmas, I guess.